Hello, I'm Abbie, presenter and sustainability enthusiast, and today I'm taking a very special guest for a drive and for some electric chats. This is the electric perspective from Octopus Electroverse. Please, pray tell. No. So Angela, tell me a little bit about what you do for work.
I drive cars and I have a lot of fun. I create content that perhaps it's a bit more human and natural and easy to remember around sustainability, electric cars and all that sort of thing.
So when did you first get into cars? Have you always been like really into them ever since you were little and stuff?
I've always loved cars.
Okay.
I've always been into cars. I've learned to drive when I was 9 years old, thanks to my dad. So I've always been into cars. I remember I was 15 years old and we used to work on cars, and yeah, I was a proper petrol head back in the day. But for my everyday drive, I would always pick an electric car. And also, it's just the thrill that you get. It might not be loud, but it's super quick.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't get that with any other car. You don't get that in a nice car, not even in the most expensive ones.
Do you remember like the first time you ever drove an EV?
Yes, 100%. It was the best thing that's ever happened to me. And you're not even the speed.
Not to be dramatic or
No,
anything.
it was the preconditioning.
Okay.
I was like mind blown by it. I was like, I can just set it up from my phone while I'm in bed.
Oh my God.
At 7 a.m.
Hard relate to that. Like I used to do shift work, and so being able to pre-warm my car so that when I went downstairs and went outside on a freezing cold winter's day and the car was lovely and defrosted.
It's life-changing.
It is life-changing. I totally agree. You're a northerner and we are very much filming this quite far down south. So talk to me about like longer journeys that you do in an EV and how do you find charging?
I mean, I did a lot of different trips.
Yeah.
I drove from the UK to Spain to drive. I had a cat here.
Okay.
And, because I was traveling a lot for work, I was like, I need to take my cat to my mum so she can look after him. But I would never put my cat in a cage in an airplane. So I drove in there in my electric car. So I don't plan. I just go with it. I just put my destination and then I'll just stop when I need to stop.
Oh my
I
God.
don't plan my route. I don't plan my charging.
That is giving me a bit of a nervous breakdown, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it can. It's probably one of the reasons why I've gotten down to zero so many times.
Have you? And
I've
what
never broken.
happens?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, you still have like an extra, 20 miles or so on top of, even when he says zero. But don't trust that. Like, don't try it. Just because
Do not try this at home.
No, I wouldn't recommend it. And it's nerve-wracking.
Yeah, and so how does that work on a long journey?
Sometimes I like to drive and I'll stop, but then sometimes I love to just take it easy, stop, look around, go for a walk, maybe have some nice food. Sometimes go on journeys and find chargers near a spa, so then I can go and enjoy like a sauna, a quick steam for like half an hour while charging, and then I'm just fully relaxed and recharged, and the car is recharged as well.
I think there is like a business model, a full business model for a spa. I want to get a blow dry when my car charges. I want a little pedicure. I would ideally like a little facial.
Oh,
We've got 20 minutes. Like, think of
that.
everything that you could achieve in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I did have a little stalk of the Instagram.
Okay.
You are training to be an engineer and to build your own car, is that right?
Yeah. So I actually finished it. Yeah, so in a couple of weeks from now, we're going to start working together on a project where we're going to be converting a Land Rover that's going to go off all around the world.
That's amazing.
It is amazing, and it's actually pretty good that I don't have to drive it because I don't know how I'm going to build that car.
You're like, off you go, Godspeed. Good for you, girl. And you mentioned, that you've kind of worked in a male-dominated industry, of which the automotive industry tends to be, and particularly the way that kind of cars are marketed and stuff.
Yeah.
How have you navigated that as a woman?
The honest answer?
Please,
or the corporate
pray
one?
tell. No, come at me.
Yeah, it is probably one of the reasons why I went freelance. I've worked with men, some very supportive, but also men that, because even back then I was 20 years old, moved to a new country in a new industry, would test my knowledge at trick questions.
Yes,
and that
setting
happens,
you up to fail.
Yeah, it happened more often than not. Not so much anymore. But also I feel there's a bigger conversation around this happening now as well than it did 10 years ago.
Yeah, and I think what an amazing thing to do, to have this qualification now and to be a bit like, well,
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I probably know more than them now.
Yes, exactly. Flex that. Okay, I'm going to do a few quick fire questions for you. So,
Okay.
passenger princess or driving queen?
A driving queen, always.
My girl. Sorry, you're the passenger today. Best car snack?
Anything cheesy, salty.
Cheesy, salty, great, that well-known crisp flavour. Favourite type of charging stop, like a service station? Would you do a pub? I mean, spa. I feel like.
Yeah, a spa, but also like where I can do my shopping. I like to charge, but I like to do everything else I need to do so then I
Yeah.
can save time.
Yeah, do you know, charging as you do your supermarket shop is kind of genius, isn't
Yeah.
it? Favourite EV you have ever driven?
It was a 60 replica of the 67 Shelby Mustang. Love that.
That sounds very sexy.
I had that car on my vision board.
Yes,
And it
do.
came-
Pin
yeah.
it to the fridge. Favourite country to drive in?
UK.
Really?
Countryside. UK countryside, yeah.
Okay. To be fair, we are in Surrey and we are
Yeah.
driving some of the most beautiful roads.
It's sunny, it's stunning, it's green. Plus, you don't have to worry about charge because there's a charger everywhere.
And what would be your dream work opportunity going forward? If you had a magic wand and you could come up with some cool thing to do?
I've always wanted to be a race driver. I'm just too old for that.
No way! Are
Yeah.
you hell? No, I want to see you in a racing car.
I would love to one day.
If you were given a magic wand and
Yeah.
you could change anything about like preconceptions in the industry, what would be the thing that you would change the most?
You know what I don't like is when it comes to electric cars and ICE, it feels like you're back in high school. You're either with this group or that group.
Yeah.
I would change that. You know,
Yeah.
why can't we just have cars for cars? And we just appreciate them for what they are and what they do.
So true, because you have made it quite clear that you love EVs, but that you also,
Yeah.
it came from a love of petrol cars.
Yeah, I mean, I've
initially.
been driving electric for over 7 years now, and I would never go back to a nice car.
No.
But don't get me wrong, I wouldn't say no to like a one-off, driving an amazing classic, maybe the original 67 Shelby.
Yeah.
Like, that's my dream car,
Yeah.
just because I like electric cars.
And what do you think is like the best charger location experience in this country?
But I'm not sure of the location. I need to go through my photos and find out. But it was beautiful because you had like you could see like the mountains,
Wow.
the UK mountains in the background, and you had like the river and everything. It was just so stunning, and I love the nature, so that was amazing for me.
And what's mad is that you would never in a million years get a petrol station somewhere like that.
No.
Most people are on Airbnb filtering sea view, and you're
Yeah.
on Airbnb filtering EV charging.
charging.
What do you think is like the biggest reason that some people are kind of reluctant to switch?
People, they still have the mentality that of like what EVs or EV charging was 7 years ago, let's say. The car I used to drive 7 years ago used to do 160 miles on a good day. Now you get cars that do 400 miles.
Yeah.
Easy.
I think this weird, like you run a petrol car down to empty and then you fill it back up. And that isn't the way that personally I drive an EV anyway.
No.
It's just constant little squirts. Little squirt here, little squirt there, little squirt while I need a cup of tea, little squirt while I'm at home. I always say a wee and a tea and you'll be good to go.
Yeah. I love that.
That's the Yorkshire way that we charge an EV, with a wee and a tea. Have you ever met anyone that has made the switch and then made the switch back?
I don't think so. I don't think I have.
Proof is in the pudding there.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being my passenger princess.
Thanks so much.
It's been so nice to chat to you, and I very much look forward to hopefully it being the other way around next time.
And then I can tell you all about the car I've built and everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bagsy not driving it first though, no offence.
Yeah, that's fine. I won't be driving it either.